In the third video of our Australian tour, we drive north from Yeovil towards Tamworth. This is where the drought really takes hold. You can see it getting drier and drier as we drive north. Our next farmer, Jim, is taking control of the drought by feedlotting 2,000 calves, using some of the lessons he's learnt in previous droughts.
For the worst, with drought conditions forecast to intensify across northern New South Wales.
Growing calls tonight for urgent state government action on drought as more and more...
It's alright, third stop on the tour here with Jim, just out of Walcha. Jim, thanks for visiting with us, letting us visit, and yeah, do you want to explain a bit what you've got going on here?
Yeah, so we're sort of mainly an Angus and Black Baldy cow herd. We've got roughly 2,000 breeders, and then we ship most of the steers off to feedlots, and we try and grow out the cull heifers and the empties to sort of a grass-fed finish job, like sort of Coles or wherever the money is, really.
So obviously things are pretty tough at the moment with the dry. You've got a fair amount of cattle on feedlot.
Yeah, so I've sort of set up a drought lot to feed all the calves. So we weaned them probably 2 months ago, and just feeding them every day at the moment, keeping them going, and destocking pretty well with cows, and all the other dry stock have found other destinations, and just hunkering down for a pretty tough winter.
Obviously some rain forecast, I think, for the next couple of days, but that's not going to help you.
We've got a few ryegrass crops and stuff in that are sort of just, they germinated and they look pretty sad, but I think if we get a decent fall of rain, we might get some sort of grazing off them. But we sowed probably 300 or 400 hectares of pasture, and it hasn't even had any rain on it yet, so there's seed sitting in the ground, and I'd say hopefully it should be right, but we won't get a graze off it if we do get rain till sort of October.
Yeah, so you're quite high in altitude here. What are you above?
About 1,070 metres.
Oh, yeah.
Walcha is, and our place varies from probably to that to probably 1,100, 1,150.
Yeah. So pretty long, cold winters.
Yeah, big frosts, and not much fun.
So when would you start growing in the spring normally?
Like the improved species will sort of tick away, and then they'll sort of start to move sort of September, and then the sort of native country sort of probably October. So we calve later than most blokes up here, just to try and match that grass pattern, so we don't calve till September.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so most of the cows that we're keeping are still in not too bad a nick at the moment, so they'll battle away for a while. Yeah. And then they're obviously on the point of calving. When they start calving, that's when the pressure will really come on. Yeah, but hopefully we might have see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Might have a bit of green grass by then. Yeah. So those cows, the breeding cows, are they in feedlot now as well, or are they?
No, they're just we took the calves off them a couple of months ago, and they weren't in too bad a condition then, so still a bit of dry feed then. So they're just sort of spread out over the rest of the farm, and just got some dry lick blocks out for them, just to utilise a bit of the dry food and just keep monitoring them. Then we'll probably have to start feeding them at some stage. How
big is the area that you've got here?
There's about 9,000 acres in this block here, and then I've got another 1,000 acres sort of 50 k's east.
Oh yeah.
Which is sort of a little bit different rainfall pattern, but it's actually a bit dry there at the moment too, so we've just destocked it, and we threw some urea out on it a couple of weeks ago. We sort of had 10 mils, and they're predicting a bit of rain this week, so we might grow a little bit down there, and I'll be able to probably run 500 of the calves down there or something. Save me feeding them.
So your feed mix, you've got some mixer wagons running at the moment. So what's your feed mix?
I've just got some sorghum, failed sorghum crop, hay, and then Faber beans and PKE, and a bit of water and a bit of just buffers and stuff like that. And then Faber beans is just so we can sort of officially stay in the grass-fed job, because they don't. Once you're accredited for them, you're not allowed to use cereal grains.
Oh, okay. Yep. So you get a premium for staying grass-fed.
Yeah, at the kill end, yeah. But that's only part of our program, but it seems to work. Yeah, like cull cows and and sort of anything that doesn't meet feedlot specs, we sort of grow out to that as heavier weights and hit that grass-fed market. So there's a pretty good premium for that.
Yeah, right. So what's your target kind of daily gain in the feedlot if you can?
I'm not pushing them too hard, so I think we're working on sort of 0.8 to 1 kilo a day, just to sort of keep them ticking over and keep them healthy. And yeah.
And then what weight do they hit off? These will be hit off for the feedlot?
Just depends on the seasons. Like if we get a bit of rain and get these crops going a bit, well, I can sort of take some of them out and just put them back on grass till they go. But yeah, like anything, if we can get them up to sort of 380 kilos, the steer portion, 380 plus is the sort of lighter end of that export feeder job. So, but we prefer to sort of take them right out to the 500, so we maximise the profit on them.
Yep. So a lot of the feed that you're feeding at the moment, is that grown on farm or are you shipping that in?
No, just shipping it in. Yeah, no, we don't grow any feed at all.
So how many staff have you got running here?
So I got one manager, sort of full-time fellow with me here, and then I've got a guy that lives on our other block, and he sort of travels in and out. He'll look after it and do whatever he needs to do down there, and he's probably back here 3 days a week, but 5 at the moment because we've got no stock down there. It's about 50, it's about half an hour drive.
Yep.
And then I've got an Italian backpacker that we met a couple of years ago. He's come back for his second stint, so he keeps us entertained.
He must enjoy it here.
Yeah. And he's he's here for 6 months, I think, this year. So he's got to do 6 months, and then he can stay another 18 months in Australia. Then. Yeah, so he works in hospitality actually. Like he's barman, but yeah. So he's never been on a farm before. We've had a few funny stories with him, but he's a good young fellow, keen to learn, has a crack.
Nice. One question I have asked last guys as well was what's the switch that triggers you to put stuff in a feedlot, or is it a pasture cover, or is it a amount of rainfall?
It's probably a combination, I suppose. And then we rely a lot on like annual crops for winter, and then when they're not bloody firing, that's sort of the main trigger, I suppose.
Yep.
For these young stock. Like I could have sold a heap of them too, but I think the market's pretty strong. Like fundamentals of the market are strong, so I thought I'll try and battle away.
Because you kind of know the weight range and then the price you're going to get when you send them to the feedlots. You've got those targets to meet.
Yeah.
And your feeding costs, that, so you can work out whether.
Yeah. So I think it's costing me $2.50 a day or something per head or something around about that. Like it sort of fluctuates a bit with bloody different commodities, but what we're feeding. So and they should be putting on 0.8 to a kilo a day. So and like the steers would be worth $5.30 or $40, I suppose, if you wanted to ship them out now. So maths adds up at the moment.
It does at the moment, yeah. Oh, hopefully it continues to do so.
And I think there'll be a shortage of sort of that feeder type cattle down the track too. So because a lot of blokes that usually produce them have sold them already, sort of thing. We're just lucky Queensland and South Australia and Southern Victoria, I suppose, have had a season, so it's kept the market afloat.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how many cattle would have gone to Queensland from the New England in the autumn, but it's hundreds of thousands, I'd say.
What are the calves in the yards here?
We're just sorting them up, just sort of in weight groups for the feeding. So.
Oh, yeah.
So they've all just been mixed sex since we weaned them, but we're just drafting them up into steers, heifers, and heavy, mediums, and a few little fellas are probably getting bullied a bit, and we'll just put them in a separate pen. We didn't have enough pens, but I've made a couple more pens just for get the fine tune it a bit.
Once again, just like the last 2 farm visits, Jim had a pretty impressive set of Te Pere cattle yards. One thing we wanted to highlight in here was the drafting setup he had, which he's going to walk us through now.
Yeah, so you can just draft one, bring them in, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 ways you can draft out of it.
Oh, right, yeah.
So all those gates swing in, not all the way, but that far.
So you can use them as a wing.
Yeah, just use them as a wing, stand there and spin around. It's all pretty well braced everywhere, and
Yeah, no, they'd be real handy for weaning, wouldn't it? Just
we do most of our drafting here, sort of thing.
Taking calves off, yeah.
Yeah, so like my agent and one of the guys that worked for me did these ones yesterday, and they did 400 calves, 4 ways or 5 ways in 2 hours. So they're a bit of a mixed bunch in there. They're just a couple with pink eye and a couple of bloody rings broke on the calves. We've got a bloody redone.
Yeah. So what was your weights at weaning? Obviously a tougher year this year.
Oh, probably no different. the calf, like, because they had a good run early, like they weren't, they were probably just starting to tighten up when we weren't, but yeah. But we didn't wean.
All right, yeah.
I was just in a hurry to get them all bloody weaned and get them off the car, get them off the cows.
Yeah, yep.
The lead calves in them will be sort of 300 odd kilos, I suppose, and then they're the lighter ones, so they'll be sort of 250-ish, 220, 250.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's just sort of break them up into the sort of weight groups a bit, or just I'm going to just sort of fine tune the feeding a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So have you got some Hereford cows, or are they kind of?
No, it's baldy cows, and then we're sort of slowly phasing them out too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just the market, like their preference really, but just market tells me that they don't want them. So even now, like if you're trying to offload cows, anyone looking to buy any, they don't want to buy crossbred cows. They just want straight blacks. Feedlots basically just want blacks.
Because they can then sell them on for a premium.
Yeah, and I think it's just market forces really. I think
They have marketed the Angus well, even in New Zealand. Like there's always that.
Last 20 years.
Yeah, they've done
well 30 years probably.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Angus obviously handle the country up here pretty good.
Yeah. It's being a bloody British breed anyway, sort of thing. Middle of Queensland, though, I think you see them, they all just sit under trees, like it's too hot for them. Like cattle, but around here it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, like I said, we did a lot of crossbreeding, like just Hereford and blacks, but it's just, market tells you just can't get rid of them when it's dry. So we've made these yards so when we're working cattle in here, we only sort of put a race full at a time.
Yep.
In each yard, and then you don't from here up, you don't even have to get in with them. You just swing that gate, walk back to the back of the catwalk, and they all just feed up and feed around. Yeah,
we saw they were running some through at the place yesterday, and they were flowing incredibly well. Yeah, and then obviously the ability to bring the panels up and squeeze it up a bit too.
Yeah, that's great for these calves, because then you don't spend half your day turning them back around.
Yeah, or trampling each other and injuring themselves, and
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
and like just the diversion gate there, like it's all pretty simple.
Oh yeah,
just for loading.
Yeah.
Then we just put another diversion gate there, so we don't have to unload them out back through the working area. They just they just unload that side.
And you find they walk up the steps rather than a ramp, quite easy.
Yeah, they fly up there. Yeah,
they go good. Yeah.
Yep.
And the lenter's going all right.
Yeah. So the other one, it's sitting over there. I'm just going to put it in another set of yards.
Oh, yep.
But it's the same crush, but they just rebranded them, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Draught's just I didn't want to go the hydraulic option because I didn't have power up here.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So we just went the manual one, and there we just got that cable Drought on it. So it's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you just, if you're weighing or whatever, you can just move your handle to the back, and so you just stand there.
Oh yeah.
And you go 3 ways, or in 4 if you want to go up the side of the crush. So it's pretty simple, but it works good. The guy does all my scanning, like preg testing, he likes it because it's a little bit longer than the average crush over here, so you can fit a cow in there without having to catch it.
Yeah.
In the head bar.
Yeah.
You sort of just give him a little bit of daylight and he can get his kick gate across.
Yeah.
Without having to catch him.
They rectal scan up here.
Yep.
Yeah. But they do it all in there as opposed to just in the race.
Yeah. We just send them up there.
Yep.
And then obviously you just draft ways out of the crush when dries, wets, or when we do the heifers. So we only got a 6-week joining, so we get them scanned into groups. So sort of 3 weeks and 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
So you sort of don't have to sort of bring the second lot in a bit later.
Yeah, thanks for showing us around and talking all things ag, and we'll go and have a bit of a look through the farm on the way back out.
Yep.
But no, I appreciate it, and hopefully you get some rain and the season turns around.
Yeah, that's it anyway. No, well, keep doing what you're doing, mate. Getting the word out there. I think it's a great idea.
Cool. No, thank you very much.
Mate.
Yes. So we're back on the road, heading towards Sydney, catch our flight early the next morning. Thanks for joining us on this quick 3-part Australian tour. Thanks to Te Parry for setting up some farm visits. We'll catch you in the next one.